Hey guys, what's up? This is Zimmy and Basis.
And David Grant Gray.
And we're here to talk about an amazing JetX show that is honestly great and classic. Gargoyles. Now, from what I remember from the show, Gargoyles is basically a show about gargoyles that are just super cool and they only come out at night and they fight crime. And it's just amazing how the show came from that, just like having such a big fan base and everything. So it's pretty cool. So go ahead, Mr.
Um,
Gray.
when I was young, I mean, the one TV show that I would actually watch was Gargoyles. I can't remember the exact years that I watched them, but I mean, I know they came on like early in the morning before school happened, and I was in middle school probably when this happened. Um, my favorite character, wow, I couldn't even tell you. I probably would have to go with like Brooklyn or Bronx.
Brooklyn is mine.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
Okay. So that's basically what you remember from the show.
I remember a lot of things.
Okay. So, anyways, moving on. That was his opinion of the show. Okay. So the cancellation. So basically, the show did get canceled, which was sad. From basically what we have, like, there's two different opinions we have. My opinion, it was like basically what happened was is that it got canceled because due to like Disney not liking it or they didn't have enough material. So that's basically what I have. Mr. Gray, would you like to explain your half?
Well, I did some research. I wasn't really doing much research. I mean, it was just like I don't know if it's legit. So basically, they said that their fan base was actually like weakening. Not a lot of people liked it, and that they didn't have much material to go off of. So they basically came out with just 2 seasons, and that the material ended up. I think their last episode was Hunter's Moon, and they couldn't. They really didn't make anything after that. So
Yeah.
that's the stuff that I found.
Yeah, my opinion about this. See, they have a huge fan base. I mean, seriously, they had meetups and everything about it in comics. How could they not have a big fan base, though? I mean, Disney would get rid of, like, a big show with a big fan base, but still has enough nerve today to make crappy, retarded shows that are not even funny. And hint, Phineas and Ferb. So,
Well, I mean they've only I don't even know how long they've lasted. Um for 2 seasons, I guess that would be for like 2 years, but I guess not because of the fact that it ranged from being 2 years, 1994 to 1996 is what I see.
mm-hmm. That's 2 years is pretty long, but after seeing a lot of other shows and animes and stuff like that, you could have got a lot in 2 years. So, but that's
Yeah.
just my opinion. So, anyways, so what would happen if the show came back and how would it keep going? Well, since Jetix is defunctioned, in my honest opinion, between Nickelodeon, Disney, Cartoon Network, and the Hub, I don't know who would be good at it, but in my honest opinion, I'd say probably the Hub or Cartoon Network would probably treat it good if they were to do work on it and stuff and bring it back and actually have the original cast. Well,
Well, yeah, I was thinking about the original cast. That's one thing I wanted to bring up because of the fact that David Keith with Goliath. Would you think his voice would actually fit Goliath again because it's been so long?
yeah, you never know.
We gotta find like recent movies that would match.
Yeah,
'Cause-
definitely. What cartoon channel do you think would be good if they did bring it back? The Hub or Cartoon Network?
Definitely Cartoon Network because Cartoon Network these days have been like more mature. I mean, yes, they have some, in my opinion, crappy shows.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I've watched Uncle Grandpa. It's terrible. It's
But I've
terrible.
noticed that more of the a little bit in the past and a little bit in the future, they've had some really mature shows where they said the word hell in it. So I think that would be more mature because they're actually looking for like teenagers, viewers content really. And
Yes.
I think Gargoyles, with being at the age it was, I think that would be set in the maturity of the teens and maybe a little bit younger than teenage.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, yeah. So that would be good. So, okay, so how would it keep going? Well, okay? So what would be some things for how the show could keep going? Well, I actually was reading this. So basically, in 1997, Wiseman began answering fan questions about the series in an online forum at Ask Greg, basically revealing, among other things, production details about the series and universe details about the characters and his plans for the property if it had not been canceled or if he was able to revive it in the series. Among other revelations, Wiseman has detailed spin offs for the series that reached various stages of development, including Bad Guys, Gargoyles 2198, or 2198, whatever you want to call it, Time Dancer, Pendragon, Dragon Ages, and the New Olympians. So these were some good things that Disney could have took in consideration in the past and actually could have used it. But no, the fan base is small. No, we don't care about it. We want to move on and make crappier shows.
Mm.
So that is a lot of spin-offs and or comics that they could have took some stuff from that and put it into the show and made it great and epic. So that's my opinion about it. So, Mr. Gray, what do you think? Like, what are
Oh,
some things that you could think of that could keep the show going?
well, I remember when the show first started, they kept on going from the future, the present tense, really in their show. They went from present tense to the past, and they kept on going back and forth in some episodes. Um, there were a couple episodes where they actually ventured off away from the city, and basically they found more gargoyles that were actually good, and then there were some that were bad. I can't really remember the episode, but there was something that had to do with like the Indians and stuff like that, and the rituals of becoming a spirit or a gargoyle. But they can go off, they can keep on making those types, and that would be very interesting in my opinion because of the fact that you can go back to the past and learn more about their castle that they originated from, that they were trying to protect from um I want to say Vikings. They weren't Vikings, but they were barbarians basically. Barbarians tried to take over the castle and destroy all the gargoyles, and that's how Goliath and everybody made it through going through their slumber. But
Mm-hmm.
they can go in more detail of how they became stronger and were able to like fend off the barbarians.
Yep.
Basically like making the story, it's not really going on, but it's making the story stronger and more fan based material so people will actually like it and get a good grasp of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then after they get the viewers attention they can actually go on by making new fables and making new um results of what the show could be. Like for instance, they could go off on like an adventure, and they could even make a movie out of Gargoyles if they really wanted to. I mean, I've only seen two DVDs. They've only showed season one and season two, but they can actually make a movie of Gargoyles. And most
Yes.
animes that are out there, they've come up with like live action movies. So thinking about having Gargoyles set as a live action, that would be really interesting.
Yes. Definitely. That would be interesting. So, the only thing I could say Yeah, just bring the series back. Have a movie with it. I mean, seriously, it still has so much potential. The fire is still going for Gargoyles for the people who still love it. So, let's ignite it and bring it back. Definitely.
Definitely.
So that's all I could say. So, Mr. Gray, do you have anything else to say before we wrap this up?
Well, all of the discussions that we've had for most of these animes and cartoon shows that have been canceled, I would definitely say bring them back, especially Gargoyles, because I would love to see them come back and make a new Fable and make the story stronger. And I know that in 1994 and 1996 they didn't really have good, I guess, graphics and artists to draw it, but when I saw like the comic books that they had, because they actually did have comic books too,
Yes.
and the drawings are actually better than the shows, and most times they are.
Yeah.
But nowadays, now with today's technology, they would have better artists really,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
would really love to see what it would look like now.
Yes, definitely. I would. I'd love to see it like almost an anime style, not like full on anime, but a little bit in the essence of it though. That's what I'd like to see.
Maybe they should give Lisa a new outfit too, because she was the cop that would always be almost like the damsel in distress.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I would like to see how things have changed, and I wouldn't say change their age,
Yeah.
but I would definitely say bring it back with today's technology, with today's graphics, with today's um technology that would express more of the facial features instead of being just drawn edge. They can use like the graphic designer.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's basically my opinion on it. They definitely need to bring it back. I would really love to see what it would look like.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right, guys, this is Emmy and Basis,
And David Grant Gray.
and we talked about gargoyles. And we hope y'all have a good day or night when you're watching this. Thank you.